So this video will be different from my others, as you most likely can already tell. This video will basically just be me info dumping about my book. This video is focused on "We're not all that different, are we?" and Guide to Inhumans and Humanoids Alike. So a sum up of both books, the "We're not all that different, are we?" is about a group of humans going around a magic world, learning about the culture of the magic creatures among other things. They're writing a book about what they learned, that book being Guide to Inhumans and Humanoids Alike. So yeah, I really like the world so far. If there's time at the end, I'll talk about the other two books, as they are in the same world, but are very different. So what you are watching me draw right now is one of the creatures they meet. I thought about all the different versions of werewolves in media, so in my world they all exist, but are just different types. This one is an ebon werewolf. Some things about this kind of werewolves is that they can't switch or change their forms. Their lifespans from 150 to 160 years. They are omnivores, but do have a preference to meat, though can be different from one to another. Ebons do have the ability to eat raw meat like wolves. The armbands they wear are to keep the fur in place during activities and while cooking. It also acts as a form of protection, same as the bands on their legs. The ones on their legs do help while they run through the forest to keep them protected and limit the scratches they get. The bands made of thick leather, while the clothes are made of cloth. The clothes they wear on their lower half tend to be more flowy and loose for both male and female. The males don't wear tops, while the female tops tend to stay tighter to make running easier. They typically don't wear jewelry, and they also don't have a set belief system. They do believe in one life and don't believe in anything greater like a force or a being. They don't naturally possess any magic and don't have any advantage that help them learn faster. Their kind tend to be more close-knit. They don't mind helping taking care of each other's young here and there. They stay close to their families even once they reach adulthood. In the few cases where they leave their home, they keep in contact. They are welcoming to different ebons, even if the ebon is not from their own area. They don't eat wolf meat, as they see it as rude if you eat it around them. They are more prone to twins and triplets than other creatures. They only stay pregnant for 4 months and recover quickly. They also have more adrenaline running through their bodies at its natural state than other creatures. One of their celebrations is called the Hunt. This celebration is mainly older teens. It happens around every half year or when there is a good number within the age range. During the hunt, the teens group together with their really close friends. They leave the village for 3 weeks in the different groups. During the 3 weeks, it is meant to bring the group of friends closer together and help them become independent and find what they're good at. If or when they leave the village to make a new one, they will bring this group, because after this event they become very close, staying together for the next chunk of their life, them becoming like their family in the new years to come, as this is the next stage in their life. It also helps them tap more into their primal side. When they return, there is a celebration of them coming into their new self. There are 2 halves to the party. The first part is a public celebration. The second one is where they are with their biological families after the next day. They will take up the job they did during the hunt, e.g. if they found that they are good at hunting, they will be a hunter for the village. Or if they are good at making or fixing clothes, that is what they'll do. They celebrate new and old bonds. They refer to the new group as their packmates. Another celebration they have is called the renewal. This happens once a year. This is where the villages all go to the biggest village that year. This is to refresh bonds and keep their alliances good. During this time they do mass trade, trading meats, cloth, leather and other goods. This celebration is of joy and peace. For the first half they keep it only between their kind. The second half of the day they allow other creatures to come and trade. They allow anyone to open a stand and trade. While it is heavy on trade, some will take coin. The stand owner is the one who sees if the trade is fit, or if they want coin. They are more hands-on with their food. While making raw meat, they get their hands wet to get the spices over the meat. When blood gets on their hands, they use water to get it off. They pour the blood-mixed water over some food and hang it or pour it in front of their doorways for good luck. This is common for several kinds of creatures in my world. Overall, I like this book. This is the first creature they met, and yeah, that's kinda all for now. A little about the other 2 books. We're not the same, that's what we're told in Guide to Survival and Tactics. Though we're not the same, that's what we're told is the darker side to this world. How everyone uses everyone, and how they use what they can get and what they got. And Guide to Survival and Tactics is what the person is writing on how to live and how they use the creatures around them to live and get what they want. Well, I am happy to share more videos like this or go more in depth if you guys wish. That's all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.